Hello fabulous humans, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then well, hello, how you doing? Welcome. You have just slipped into the most fabulous place on YouTube, and I am so happy to have you here. Well, now that I have you here, I'm just gonna give you 5 seconds to go do what you do. Subscribe to the channel, become part of the Glitter and Glam Squad so we can shine together. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will always be notified when I upload a new video. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button so YouTube knows that little old me, I need to shine bright like a diamond in this YouTube streets, okay? Now, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Thank you for coming back. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now, today's video, you can tell I have switched my background, but I didn't want to sit down because I feel like I'm always sitting down. Sometimes it can get a little boring. So I wanted to stand. Since it's a personality tag, it's different. Let me know if, you guys like me to stand and like contents like this. So today's video is about my fragrance personality tag video. This tag was created by Simply Aisha here on YouTube. She's beautiful, so sweet, and she created this tag. Hi Aisha. And but however, I was tagged by the beautiful Roxanne's Retreat. She's so sweet as well, so beautiful. Her fragrance collection is insane. You guys should go check her out. Hi Roxanne. And she tagged me in the video. So I'm gonna go through the questions. I think there are 13 of them, and I'm gonna answer it based off of, the fragrances. So if you want to know what fragrances made it to my personality, then stick around.
I was recording late. I wasn't recording late. I was just smoking, chilling at a couple drinks.
So the first question is, what is your boss babe scent? That fragrance that just makes you feel like a boss babe. And I'm a rebel, so I couldn't pick one. I have to. I'm cheating. But for me, Passion de l'Amour from the House of Sillage is a boss babe scent. This is that fragrance I wear when I want to feel like a boss, when I want to take control of a room, when I'm feeling myself. When I feel like, listen, I'm better. I'm better. I'm better than everybody. I'm better. Like, this bitch is better than me. This bitch is better than me. I am not the one. And then the second one is Portrait of a Lady. This is the ultimate boss babe scent for me. This is when I want to feel like, listen, I am not the one, the two or the three. That's when I wear this fragrance. This is a confident booster. It is so good. Such an amazing fragrance. You know that a fragrance list cannot be complete without this being on the list. But when I want to feel like a boss, I wear this. This has raspberry. This has oud. And in here you get rose. You get incense, and you get patchouli. So this is like funky stuff. Oud here, incense here, patchouli here. We get raspberry here. We're just giving it. So we're coming into work feeling like a boss. I'm in the streets, I'm feeling like a boss. This is like making my shoulders high. But these two fragrances are my boss babe fragrances. The next question is, what is your go-to bedtime fragrance? And for me, that is my Sol de Janeiro. This is the Cherusa 62. This has pistachio and salted caramel. I love this for when I take a shower at night and I'm going to bed. This is what I put on. This is really sexy. It's very cozy. It's delicious. It just sets the mood. When you wear this, it's on or off. But I really like this as my bedtime fragrance. It just gets the job done for me. And with this, it gives you the performance of a perfume, but it's not too overpowering. So it's warm, it's comforting, it's hugging, it's sweet, it's delicious. And when you wear this, you will smell good in your dreams. But this is the Cherusa 62. Because I think there's a 71, but the 62 is my favorite. I've tried the other ones as well, and they're amazing. But the Cherusa 62 is my favorite. And look, I got the big bottle. And I really like this. Should I make this my scent of the day? This is stunning. But yeah, this is my to-go bedtime fragrance. The next question is, what is your hug in a bottle fragrance? And I have like 2 fragrances on this list. But the first one is by Amouage, and this is Lilac Love. This right here, you get heliotrope, you get lilac, but then there's like tonka bean cacao in here with vanilla. It is such a beautiful scent. It's very powdery, and in a way it kind of reminds me like a powder that like grandmas used to use back in the day in Nigeria, like Saturday night powder kind of vibe. So it's like a hug to me. You know, when you think about grandmas, sometimes it's like that warm, comforting hug. This is really good. It's so good. It's like a gourmand take on lilac. Like, it's really different. Amazing fragrance from Amouage. Very powdery. It just reminds me of a hug. Whenever I spray it, I need a hug. I want to give out hugs. So this is my hug in a bottle fragrance. And the second one, it's a very unique one for me. I think about hugs when I pull it out, but this is BABYCAT by YSL. This is a very toasted vanilla to me. So in here, it's so deep. It's like a toasted, deep, dark vanilla with leather, but it makes me think of a hug. Like, it's very comforting, it's very warm, and it also has that tonka beanie cacao feeling. I think that's like the hug. For me, that's like the hug thing. So if it has tonka bean, it has cacao, then it's giving hug. Okay, the powdery effect is there. So Lilac Love by Amouage and BABYCAT, those are the two hug in a bottle fragrances for me. The next question is, what is your secret of mass seduction? And the first one, of course, I had to have two fragrances, child, on this list. Well, the first one is a layering combo. My friend put me on this combo, and it has been doing the job. Like, it's been, you know, getting the going. And it is Delina. She uses Delina Exclusive, but for me, I use the original Delina topped up with Love Don't Be Shy. These two together, oh my goodness. It is like the prettiest girl, like the sexiest girl. Like, you just feel like a girl. It's just given, I'm a girl. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a lady. I love pink. I'm just one of the girls. In my head, I feel like Nicki Minaj just smell like this. Like, this is, she has no choice. It's given Nicki. I know this is Rihanna, but I think that together, Nicki. But this is my weapon of mass seduction. In here, you know, Delina, you get lychee, rhubarb, rose, incense, and Love Don't Be Shy, marshmallows, orange blossom, stickly sweet. So we're about to catch. This is just sweet, this is floral. Together it is so beautiful, it's so sexy. Now my second weapon of mass seduction is La Capitale by Xerjoff. This is just so delicious. Like, it is so delicious, but it also has this powdery effect to it as well. It is the caramel in here, and I think there's strawberries in here. It is so good. This right here is sexy. This is like Valentine's Day fragrance. This was my Valentine's Day fragrance as well. So La Capitale by Xerjoff, when I tell you, you will control the room. It's just given, oh yes, honey, oh yes. That's what it's given. But I absolutely love it. Everybody that I've put on to La Capitale is like, what is this? Still, like, I put someone on it, they text me, they're like, I cannot stop smelling myself. Like, I want to eat myself. Like, what is that? Like, oh my gosh. And that's La Capitale from Xerjoff. So if you want to smell edible, delicious, nibble and dibble, you should definitely check out La Capitale from the house of Xerjoff. So the next question is, what is a fragrance you never wear but cannot part with? And for me, that is Tiara from the house of Sillage. I never wear this. Like, I feel like I've not really talked about it on the channel. Like, my dent is still pretty much full, so I don't wear it. But I just can't part with it, because really, when I first got the Discovery set, this fragrance stood out to me. It was so soft, so beautiful, just a pretty girl fragrance. But I just don't reach for it. I don't reach for it, but I'm not willing to let it go because I really like her. So Tiara from the House of Sia. She's that fragrance that I don't reach for. I probably worn this once, I think, but I am not ready to let her go. The next question is, what is one favorite fragrance that you do not wear enough of? As a rule breaker that I am, I have two favorites. Now, the first one is Grand Soir by MFK. I feel like I don't wear this enough because I live in Texas and it's warmer more than it's cooler. Like right now, we're about to be November, and we're still getting sun. We got 80 degrees. So for me, this is like it's a fall and winter fragrance. But because I am not in a region that gets cold on time, I really don't get to wear Grand Soir as much, but I love Grand Soir. I think it's like, if not, but one of the best from the entire MFK lineup. But this is one favorite fragrance that I love that I don't wear enough of. And the next favorite fragrance that I don't wear enough of is the same issue that I have with Grand Soir, and that is Rouge Sarré by Atelier des Ors. This to me is a masterpiece fragrance. This is so stunning, but again, the weather is not cool enough for Rouge Sarré. Rouge Sarré will shine through in the fall, like winter months when it's cold. And because the weather doesn't get cold on time, I'm not able to enjoy Rouge Sarré. And I got her like in the summer, so I have not enjoyed her as much as I should. But I absolutely love her. So these two are two of my favorite fragrances that I do not wear enough of because of the weather. The next question is, what is the fragrance you would recommend for a beginner who wants to smell unique? Now, I don't know if this is unique enough because it's a vanilla-based fragrance, but I feel like for a beginner, the one fragrance that you need to get your nose on that gets the job done is very easy to wear, and it's from a niche house, from MFK, and that is Gentle Fluidity Gold. I feel like this is the easiest fragrance to wear. Like, I'm yet to meet the person that doesn't like Gentle Fluidity Gold. It is such a beautiful fragrance. The name matches it perfectly. It is gentle, it is soft, it's beautiful. Now, will I say it's unique? When I got it, to me it was. But now I feel like there are fragrances that are beginning to have slight DNA to it, like a little bit of hint, a little bit there. But this is good for a beginner. If you get into niche, a lot of people don't smell like Gentle Fluidity outside. Baccarat, yes, you will get. Oud Satin Mood, I feel like you may get. But Gentle Fluidity, I don't really smell Gentle Fluidity when I go out in the streets. It's a really good fragrance that smells lovely. It's divine, it's angelic, and you would like it. For a beginner, I recommend Gentle Fluidity Gold. The next question is, what is the fragrance you love that everyone seems to hate? For me, I have two fragrances, okay? You know, my nose is a bit different. I feel like the fragrances people love, I may not like it, and the ones I love, you may not like it. But for me, the first fragrance that I love that a lot of people seem to hate, it seems to be getting hate, and I don't get why. And that's Fenty Eau de Parfum by Rihanna. This is blueberries. It has rose, magnolia, incense, geranium. I really like it. To me, it reminds me of Les Sabre Roses by Louis Vuitton, made by the same perfumer. But I feel like Rihanna did a great job. Maybe everyone was expecting Love Don't Be Shy. Why? I mean, I see why, but why? But I think that this is a solid release, and it works so well when I layer it. You know, I layer this with Ombre Nomade when I want to smell like an Arabian queen, which Ombre Nomade is a Buzz Babe scent as well, but it's unisex, so I didn't want to put that in. But yeah, Fenty Eau de Parfum is a fragrance that I love that people seem to not care for, and I don't know why. But the next fragrance that I like that a lot of people don't seem to like, and I don't talk about this fragrance, I don't think I've ever talked about it on this channel, but I kid you not, I really do like this fragrance. That is Gris Chanel from the House of BDK. I don't think I've ever featured Gris Chanel before, but I like it. When I first got it, I didn't understand it. I was like, oh, what's going on? But when I tell you, as the weather's getting cooler, when I put it on, and you know I use my son as my sillage. That's how I know Sierra. When I put it on, there was a day I put it on him, and I just forgot, and he was moving around, and I kept asking myself, what did I use on you? And I couldn't remember. And it finally hit that it was this. Like, I could not stop smelling him. And I went back and I started using it, and I'm like, this fragrance is actually incredible, but it's very unique, and you need to sample this. It's not crowd pleasing, it's not for the faint of heart, but it's actually a really stunning fragrance. This to me is giving niche perfumery. It's very unique, very lovely, very good for fall and winter. I really like it. And that's Gris Chanel from the house of BDK. The next question is, what is an overhyped fragrance that I currently own? Well, I was trying to think of one to use, but you guys know how I feel about YSL Libre. This was not overhyped, but because I still have it in my possession, I am bringing out the Absolute Plantain. It wasn't overhyped, so I don't know if I'm cheating to mention this, because really it was not overhyped, but the whole Libre line has been overhyped. So this, I have it back in the box, as you can see. It has a potential new home, so it will be going to the new home, but I just wanted to bring it out so we can talk about it. And after that, I put it back in a box. But yes, the bottle is cute. It's stunning. I just can't get jiggy with the smell. It's just not for me. But I think the YSL Libre line is overhyped, but I don't own it. This is the only one I own, and this one is not overhyped. But this, oh wait, another fragrance that I think is overhyped, but it's not bad. It's good, but it's just slightly overhyped. Is Hibiscus Mahajad. It's nice. It's a good fragrance. It's very potent. Like, I like it because it's so potent, and it's a compliment getter and a compliment magnet. But for me, I felt like, for what everybody was saying when I got it, I felt like it was nice. It was nice. Like, my eyes didn't roll back. I wasn't like, oh my gosh. Like, I still think that Guidance is better than this, and I've had time to play with both of them. So I think it's nice. I think it's a lovely fragrance. It's just overhyped, just slightly. But I might use this weekend as my scent of the day, because it's very potent, and I always get compliments when I wear it. So this may come out. I may change my mind, and I'll come back and be like, I love it. And I feel like I will when the weather gets cold, because something in me keeps telling me that when the weather gets cold, this fragrance is going to be beast. So yes, Hibiscus Mahajad is like the second option. Just a drop. It's just a drop. Overhyped. Just a drop, not a lot. Okay. The next question is, what is the fragrance that is on your chopping block? And for me, that fragrance is, of course, YSL Libre Absolute Plantain, like I call it. Yes, it's on my chopping block. I have it in a box. Like I said, I found a new home for it, so it will be whisked away to the new home. So hopefully she loves it. And yeah, it's on the chopping block, and it has found a new home, and it will be going over there because I cannot do it. But yes, YSL Libre Absolute Plantain is leaving the plantation. Is leaving the Glam HQ. Okay. The next question is, what is the last fragrance you purchased? And for me, that is by Atelier des Ors, and this is Lune Feline. Now, I've wanted this fragrance for like almost 2 years now. I finally got my hands on it for a great discount, and I will link it below. All the fragrances I'm talking about, I will link them below in the description box. But I finally got Lune Feline, and when I tell you, this is cardamom and vanilla. It is unique. This is a very unique vanilla. But it also reminds me of By the Fireplace by Macy Margiela. So this is a winter vanilla. This is for winter. When it's cold, it's given December vanilla. It's really good. Very good. I put it side by side with By the Fireplace, and they were not similar. But then when you smell this, it reminds you of that. Such a beautiful vanilla. One thing I like about it, when you put it on, the cardamom starts to come out, and then you get this burning wood effect. It's like a nice, delicious wood. You know, I love the woody smell. So Lune Feline is the latest fragrance that I added to my collection, and I am so happy. Should I make her my scent of the day? Because I be getting compliments. My husband loved this on me. When I put it on, he asks me. Sometimes he doesn't ask me when I have a fragrance on, but when I got it and I put it on, he asked me and he told me, I really like that. I like that. And he wants one for himself as well. But that's Lune the newest addition to the Glam Fam. The next question is, what fragrances are at the top of your wish list? And for me, I have like 2 fragrances at the top of my wish list. The first one is Escape Gourmand. Everybody, I have seen it everywhere. I've seen the bottle everywhere, and I am hoping I don't get disappointed, because I've seen some people talk about, of course, me being, an Arabic, queen, a Dubai princess. I know there's no oud, there's no olibanum and the labdanum and the elemi and the akigaya wood. I think it's a vanilla. It's gourmand. I don't want to be disappointed, but that's at the top of my wish list. Carmina by Creed is also at the top of my wish list. Vanille Leather by BABYCAT, also at the top of my wish list. Amber Oud by Roger Dove, also at the top of my wish list. And Stella Times by Louis Vuitton. Now, that's at the top of my wish list, but I need the coins for it, so I'm going to push that down because that's like 5 something, and child, that's a lot. So those are some of the fragrances at the top of my wish list. I want something from Louboutin as well. I don't know if I want Louis Charm. I think that's what it's called. I want something from them as well. So those are my top fragrances. Ooh, Kajal launched one called, I think it's called Masa. I really want to check that out. And there's a new fragrance from, I can go all day, from Roger. No, not Roger. There's a new one from Fragrance du Bois. I want to try, is it called Wild Orange, I think? That looks interesting. So those are some of the fragrances at the top of my wish list that I would like to try. And I want, oh yeah, for like 2 years, I've been wanting something from Loewe, from their elevated line. I want to get my hands on Mérite by Loewe. That's something that has been on my list for years. And I need to blind buy, but I want to try it. So those are some of the fragrances at the top of my wish list. The last question is, what is your one fragrance for life? I feel like you guys already know what that is. Do I need to tell you? Do I need to tell you what that fragrance is? You already know what that fragrance is. And that fragrance is... It was a tough one. It was between this and maybe something from Xerjoff, maybe something from Amouage. It was close, but you guys know. Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle. I feel like in a not so perfect world, let's say I can't afford any fragrance at all, and they tell me, I'm gonna buy you a fragrance, just pick one fragrance for me to purchase for you, and that's the only fragrance you will have in your life. I don't know what I would do in the spring and summer, but I would pick Portrait of a Lady. That's my one fragrance right now. It's been my one fragrance for a while now, and that's my one fragrance for life that I will always have in my collection. But although I have like 10 fragrances that I feel like I will always have, maybe I need to do a top 10 for life video. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle is that fragrance, my number one for life. But yes, y'all, that was so much fun doing it. And I was standing, and then I realized like, maybe I need to be sitting down. But yes, that was fun to do. Let me know if you guys own any of the fragrances that I talked about. What is the one fragrance, not one, because I couldn't even stick to one. What are some of the fragrances on your wish list? I would like to know in the comments below, because I'll be peeping the comments and going to check stuff out. So maybe I might try it. So let me know the one fragrance on your wish list for Christmas or 2024, and let's talk about it down below. But yes, that's all I have, and shout out to Simply Aisha for creating this tag, and shout out to Roxanne's Retreat for tagging me. Yes, like I always say, in all things add glitter. Whenever you're in doubt, add more glitter. And when all else fails and your back's against the ropes, your back's against the wall, you need one fragrance for life. I don't know. One fragrance for life, I would say Portrait of a Lady. If you're a guy, Promise by Frederic Malle. If you're a lady, one fragrance for life. Portrayal by Amouage. That's a good one fragrance for life. So yes, those fragrances are amazing. You should check them out. But when your back's against the ropes, add more glitter. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Now, what's gonna be my scent of the day? Because I want the hug in a bottle. This is Lilac Love by Amouage. It's so good. Scent of the day.